Okay. English Practice Club.
Learn together. See you soon.
Okay, well, that's a very good explanation from our speakers about how to improve our English. And maybe some of you have a suggestion or a question maybe. So, thanks for you all. Yeah. Mochi? Mochi. Okay. That's your sister?
No, this is my student.
Okay,
And
hi.
also this is my best friend.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. So, thank you very much for the challenge. And this is a really good topic actually because it's wait. The topic is about how to learn English during pandemic. Before I think I don't know want to make a question. I just want to share my experience that why again I really love English. That's because of pandemic. So yeah, before pandemic, for sure I take course like 3 months, especially just for speaking, no grammar. Uh, Before that, yeah, they honestly I don't have many yeah many knowledge about grammar because grammar it's not my priority at the time, and then after that because of pandemic I don't have any idea, I don't have any activity, and we should be work from home, and that's really sometimes I think like wasting my time because I cannot go anywhere. And I make a video about English, upload in my social media, and many people um, make a comment, then that's make me I think I should be more perfect in English. So when the speakers say like to learn English we need like personality and also motivation, so yeah, that's my motivation why I learn English. And maybe I just want to ask about the type of a strategy or learning strategy, the type that can be more perfect, because I'm little bit lazy when like writing. That's I don't know, I mean I don't have how to say keinginan,
Willingness.
yeah, to writing. That's really make me like I think like more better if I just sleep than writing. That's that's yeah, that's my bad. And then sometimes I learn just watching video, but when I watching video I really understand the speaker say, but when I say again, I mean when the position like I'm speaker, that's really hard for me. Yeah, and maybe I think I realize maybe because of maybe I don't more rich on the vocab, on the knowledge of words. So yeah, for you maybe you have any suggestion again to increase our vocab, our knowledge about knowledge of the world without writing maybe. I think that's all. Thank you. Oh.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me a chance. The topic of today is how to learn English during pandemic. Actually, when both of you explained how to learn English during pandemic, I don't get the point in apa
The correlation.
the correlation between learn English in pandemic. Yeah, you explain about motivation strategy, but is that general? General. It's not only in pandemic. Yeah, maybe any specially strategic or motivation when the pandemic. Yeah, I think like that. How to improve, how to make creativity to learn English in pandemic. Yeah.
Huh? I don't know what the topic. Because I late.
Okay, well, thank you. So first, maybe I'm gonna give comments to sir. What is your name, sir? I'm so sorry.
Mr. Ono.
Mr. Ono. Okay, well, yes. So, yes, I have talked about some major factors that contribute to our learning, and that's common actually. I mean, well, so yeah, so we start from motivations. Motivation. First, okay. Well, again and again, I would like to define what motivations is. So motivation is an internal drive to do something. That's internal drive to do something. Without motivations, we're not gonna do something. We're not gonna do anything. Without motivations, if you have low motivations, you're not gonna learn anything. Even I myself, I ever got low motivations. Even I didn't want to open my books and didn't want to see my books. If I have low motivation, when having low motivations, really. But when having high motivation, oh, I did a lot of things: reading, listening, writing, speaking with myself. Yes, that's all because of motivation. But motivation should be found out by. That's what I said before. You have to define your goal. You have to determine your goal. If you know your goal, if you know what do you want to be, for example, a student of junior high school, he said to herself that today I want to get high score in my classroom. Of course, before coming to the classroom, the student will do a lot of things. They will learn, they will open their book, they will read something related to the topic to be discussed in the classroom. That's how motivation correlates to our language achievement, or let's say our achievement. Okay, pandemic. You know, okay, yes, now it's still pandemic. I mean, the virus still exists around us, so that's why, you know, the policies of government made forced us to stay at home. So yes, so learning strategies that I have explained before actually can be applied at home. Let's say writing. We can write at home. We can yes write. Yeah. So maybe for you this kind of strategy is not quite suitable with your level, or let's say with your age. Maybe writing seems to be it doesn't seem to be an interesting learning strategy for you, because yes, you are not educator, you are not a teacher, but you are an officer. But so this doesn't seem to be an interesting for you. But okay, you may change the learning strategy by, yes, you know, now the technology is more sophisticated. It's getting sophisticated, so that's why you can use your phone. Yes, indeed, that, you know, we need media to support our language achievement. Let's say phone. Just use your phone. There are many applications that we can download and we can use to improve our English speaking, our speaking. Or let's say our English vocabulary mastery, grammar mastery, and speaking, and so on. And yes, but remember, as I said just now, that whatever the method is, if we're never do exercise and practice, that's all no use. Yeah, that's all no use. Without practicing, if you just know the vocabulary, just remember the spelling, just remember the meaning, but we don't or let's say we rarely use the words, that's all no use. So we have to do exercises, let's say some kind of these exercises that you can do actually at your level, at your age, based on your social status. I think you need media. You need media like phone, and you download applications that may help your vocabulary mastery. Let's say, I think there are various applications that you can apply, like Bingo, yes, whatever it is, and it can help you to remember any kinds of words. And then, yes, practice. This is what we are doing. This is one of the best learning strategies, I think. Socializing. Yes, making interactions with others, communicate with others is the best way, even, I think, because here we can share knowledge, we can practice, we can apply our knowledge. Yes, so the more we apply our knowledge, the better our language skills will be. So I think it's gonna be meaningful for us. It all depends on, yes, indeed, that first we have to realize who we are actually. So when finding out the suitable methods, the method that we apply should be suitable indeed. Okay, suitable with our age, our language, our level, and social status, because not all various kinds of learning strategies is suitable indeed. Like you maybe, yes. You just need to use your phone and doing socializing. And I think that if the more you active in this kind of group, I think your speaking will increase, I think. Yes. So yes, pandemic, yes, at home, yes, just use your phone. I think I have no idea what to select anymore. Yes, just use your phone. Yes, this is based on your level and your age, I think. And yes, doing tongue twister, I think it doesn't seem to be interesting for you to practice your tongue twister, I think, because you're an officer. Yes, there is no way, I think, except using your phone and listen to native speakers through YouTube, or yes, watching video. And yes, I think that's the suitable learning strategy, I think, for you, which is suitable for your age, your social status, your job, and yes, your provincial level. Yes, that's it. Thank you. So Mochi, yes, is it right? Yes, your name is Mochi. I'm so sorry, this is the first time for us to see each other. Okay, so yes, I think you still have problems in motivation. So always start from motivation. Yes, you can do anything without motivation. So if you think that, okay, writing doesn't seem to be interesting for me, because yes, you prefer to sleep to writing. Okay, that's your interest. This is a matter of interest too, actually. So each of us has a different interest in case of learning strategies. Okay, you are not interested in writing, you can find another learning strategies, because there are many kinds of learning strategies that you can apply. And yes, as long as you feel comfortable with the learning strategies, I think it's gonna be meaningful. It's gonna be effective. So that's your right. That's your interest. I cannot say anything because that's your interest. But yes, whatever the method is, you have to be able to control your motivation, personality, and improve your knowledge of the world, and find the suitable learning strategies which is effective for you. Okay, so during pandemic, yes, using your phones, doing socializing virtually. Yes, you may do it virtually too. Yes, doing communications. Communicate with others. Not only, doing communications cannot only be done face to face, but also virtually. Yes, so actually, if you want, we can do it virtually. And yes, we are communicating with others. We are practicing our language. That's it. Yes. So that's why. Yes. So that's what I want to say, actually. So yes, indeed, spoken discourse. Spoken discourse is divided to monologue and dialogue. Yeah. So when you speak to yourself, that's monologue. So that's how I say it. We don't need to talk to the others when we want to practice our speaking. We can talk to ourselves. ourselves is the best partner. Yeah, so
Yes.
standing in front of the mirror and then talk to ourselves. Anything that you can talk
Psychology.
before sleeping. Even before sleeping, you can talk to yourself before sleeping. And yes, but it's all a matter of motivations. If you have motivation, high motivations, I think you can do anything at your home if you want. If you want to improve your language achievement or language skills. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe I want ask more the way to improve our communication or conversation about the English. Uh, I try to open my YouTube, and then I play video about communication about English, and when I got the words and I pause it, then I try to imitate the what they are saying. That's why, because we are now we that can be improving our diction, our vocabulary, and to exercise our listening what they say about their communication, that what they are communicate. That's why it will be improve our listening and our speaking too. And then when I rest at the night, I listen to the music and I write something that they what they sang. That's why we can improve our writing too, to
Yes.
speaking English.
Okay, surround yourself with English. So
Yeah.
yes, every time you read, okay, it should be in English. Every time you listen, it
Yeah,
should be in
we
English.
spend
So
a whole
surround
life
yourself with English. Okay, you have
about
to try.
English.
Yes, if you want to read something, it should be in English. So
Yeah.
everything in English. Yes, so just surround yourself with English. I think that's one of the best way to improve our English ability. Any
Any
question?
one question again?
Any more questions?
I have no idea.
Ulfa maybe.
How about you, Kadi? I think you have question. Oh no.
I'm still thinking about what I want to say.
Okay, you want to say something?
Yes. I don't have any idea.
Okay, more the last. Okay,
Yeah.
language planning. Language plans. It is important to have plans before having communications. I think this is one of the best strategies too. For example, we're gonna have communications like this. Okay, you need to have plans. You have to plan your language. So when you communicate with others like this, you can successfully interact with others because you have plans before. For example, you have to find the topic first. If you have known the topic, plan the topic. Find the reference related to the topic. So learn the topic, and then you have to know with whom you will talk. With whom you will talk. Who is the participant, and where the place is, and when it happens. So it all can help us to choose what should be said, and which one is good to say, which one is not good to say, and which one is related to the topic, which one is not to. I mean, we can it can help us to choose what can be said and which one is which one doesn't need to say, which one doesn't need to say, which one must be said. So I think language plans is necessary to have too. Yes, especially before having communications or meeting like this, it's important to have plans. Thank you.
Little things about your experience. So, based on my experience since I was a child, I was lucky because my father speaks in English and Arabic and a little about German, and he has thousands of books. Yeah, I remember at that time we always got magazines from German every month. So I use that magazine to read in front of in front of the mirror every day. I have no reason. I just love it because I want to be like my father, who has capability in languages. Yeah, but I just like English. That's the problem. Yeah. In this point, I want to say that we have to serve. We have to put some books in our home at our home, because my father didn't ask me to read the book, but sometimes I took the book and read by myself in my room. So it's really influenced to myself. That's why yeah, I put Rumah Belajar. There are many books you can see. So I hope that people can be inspired, yeah, to read by themselves or by supporting to them, yeah, just like that. And I think the most important things, you just love what you do. Yeah, that is the
Yes.
main point.
Yes.
The strategy and etc. is only the second one. Yeah, if you love it, you will do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's my short comment. Yeah,
I agree to
Mr. Man, maybe?
yeah,
I agree to your view.
yeah, yeah,
So love your job, love
Love your what were you doing?
yeah.
relate to interest of
Yeah, you will never be tired doing what you do, doing your activities.
I agree with that.
If you have interest, much interest with what you're doing, I think yes.
Yeah, but I think we need to create environment. Yeah, to make the people love reading. Yeah, that's the key. At least we have books at home. Yeah, fathers or mothers buy book and just put in their cases wherever they are.
But I'm afraid that okay, we inspire other people, but yes, the problem is that if we are not inspired by the environment, okay, providing books, that's a problem, I think. Okay, we only busy inspiring other people, but we are not
Yeah.
inspired. I think that's a problem.
So if you want to inspire others, we need to do it first.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
that.
because yeah, I see my father. I saw my father every day reading books in many languages. So yeah, but I didn't tell him that I wanted to be like you, but I was jealous. Yeah, what should I do for that? Yeah, I agree. That's why Indonesian, when I was junior high school, I finished Sukarno, Hatta, and other like Hitler in English and Indonesian. Some of them like comics. So I have those books. Not my books, my father's books. Because and I know many famous people in the world because of reading. Yeah, and I improved my pronunciation by just practicing by myself. Yeah, without learning video, without tape, because at that time we didn't have tape. Yeah.
At the
Not
time.
like like
What
Mochi
kind of
We are
generation.
all
Yeah.
modern.
Yeah.
What kind of
Mochi
memory?
is actually is more talented in English to know English because yeah, whatever you want to know, you can find it on YouTube, on Google.
Wow.
Yeah, and me when I was in Pare, when I want to find a meaning of the word, we have to open a dictionary.
Dictionary.
Yeah. Maybe 30 until 1 minute to know. Yeah.
That's
And the other things is to the experience that I got from Pare, because have you ever been Pare? So I studied at Smart English, yeah, Smart, is to share your understanding. We had to share our understanding. So I can memorize what I explained, what I talk to the students of Rumah Belajar, so that all the tenses and the non-progressive you have to memorize on your mind. You have to understand it totally. There is no doubt. Yeah, 100%. How to do that? We have to teach our friends. That's the theory of Smart. Yeah, we study until midnight, and just to memorize all the structures, yeah, all the patterns and etc. And by doing so, we got it. We got it. Oh yeah, you know, you know, Smart is one of the best. I think the most difficult course in Pare, yeah, grammar.
It's quite familiar for me.
Yeah, and yeah, we just did what Uni said. Yeah, we did like what Uni said. Yeah, and then yeah, you get it.
But another thing that we have to remember is about commitment. Commitment. This kind of word thing is quite strong. So commitment, if we have strong commitment in ourselves, I think it's going to be great. But it relates to motivations to what.
Yeah, and I think failure is one of the way to be success. Failure is one of the way to be success.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, as my experience, I was rejected at least 3 until 5 times at Smart. I failed the test, but I never gave up.
Yes.
I kept struggling.
That's personality.
Yeah, I think Smart taught us to be more independent, to be more confident with our own capability. No cheating. Yeah, no cheating. There was no way. Yeah, and
Okay, but may I know your how to say, your goal at the moment that makes you struggle more?
no, I just love it.
You just love
I just love it.
it. I'm interested with it.
Yeah, I don't care about the strategy.
So this is also a matter of interest, yeah, whether you love whether you love English or not. If you don't like it, you're not gonna do anything about it.
Just living.
Yeah, like at Rumah Belajar, maybe people think oh, it's very cheap and etc. I spent, I think I spent maybe more than 100 million rupiah to popularize Rumah Belajar. Not, I think that's the reality, because I have been struggling for maybe almost 10 years to promote Rumah Belajar and teach the people of Bulukumba. So if I compare the lesson, the material, what to say, the value, the quality, students are part of the best ones. Yeah, because they ever succeed in debate in Makassar or in Indonesia, and some of them had gone to abroad. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. Not only me. Smart taught me about that. How to teach the students to be how to teach the young generation to be the best. I think so.
Anything else?
Mr. Man.
Mr. Niga, we love to see you. We love seeing you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
You know, first time it's my bad actually. I'm coming late because I got a lot of obstacles actually on my way. I wanted to come earlier, but I got a lot of work to do. So and I needed more than an hour to get here. And
Yeah, very far.
yes, when you were talking, Sam, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard you were saying like reading. You know, I'm kind of man like I don't like reading. I had books, and I don't like reading. You know, I got an experience actually. I was trying to read. I got a book at a time. It was a novel because somebody taught me to read a novel to start to read. You know what I'm saying? And I started reading at a time. I got a very bold novel at a time, and I read a page, one page, and after reading a page, oh my God, I couldn't remember what I read it before. That's a problem. So it's so hard actually to read. So all the knowledge, I like to listen. I like to watch some movies, you know, like watching some news in a TV. I mean, that is better for me to learn. I listen people talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But if I read, that's my problem. I don't like reading. I even had book, you know what I'm saying? So tell me how to read. Teach me how to read. That's my
Maybe you
problem.
forgot the content because you did care about the intonation. Yeah, maybe. So maybe you care about how to pronounce it well, and you forgot the content of the text. Yeah.
Not only that, So I mean, to get some knowledge, to get information.
Yeah.
By reading, I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? So I need to listen people to tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So teach me how to read, because I don't like reading. I even had that. Somebody told me like reading is the window of the knowledge, just like that, the science. But
I think part of.
Yeah, part of. But I don't like reading.
Reading is
a
not
lot.
only reading textbooks,
Yes.
but when we discuss, we read your mind.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's good, eh? Go back to the moderator.
No, mom. No more.
Okay, I don't know what to say. Today we have a participant, a great participant today, because they have knowledge they share to us, and they have experience how to learn English. So it's very good for us to know all the tips and experience about that. So any question, any opinion about that? Yeah, Ulfa. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit how to say? Yes, because there are so many.
Again and again.
Well, actually, I just want to mention about our topic today is about how to learn English during pandemic. Actually, again about a pandemic and a pandemic. I never finished it. Pandemic brings so many problems actually, and in a learning process to our students as a teacher, and maybe for you a lecturer. And one of is about learning laws. In learning laws, so as a teacher or a lecturer, maybe you have some teaching strategy to build a motivation for our students who have learning laws. Is it? To learn English.
Okay, thank you for the question.
Yeah, that's it.
From my experience during teaching, indeed that so motivation is one of the biggest problems that my students face when they come to my classroom. Each of the students have various interests actually. Even most of them hate English. Yes, hate English. I had conducted an interview with them, and they said, "Mom, actually I don't want to be an English teacher. I actually have much interest in physics, mathematics, but they have to learn English. They have to choose English education department as their focus just because of their parents." Yes, they learn English just because of their parents. So the motivation is all coming from their parents. So that's why, since I'm aware that motivation plays an important role, every time if I teach, I have to motivate them. How I motivate them? So after greeting them, I try to sometimes I bring a quote, a motivational quote, and I read for them, and then I talk to them and I ask, so how do you feel? Okay, what do you think about this? Just that actually. Sometimes I play games. Yeah, so but actually most of the learning strategies I applied is bringing a quote, motivational quotes, because I want them to have positive thoughts about English. I want them to have positive thoughts about English, so they don't think bad of English, because actually they have bad thought about English. They don't like English because English is what is spoken is different from what is written. So they hate English. So they find it difficult to master English. So that's why I always try to remind them all that, please remember, by understanding English, after you become alumnus, one of the alumni here, you can do a lot of things. You can earn money more after. Yes, for example, you can be an English teacher. You can be an English instructor. You can be a tour guide. You can be translator, and then after all, you can find money. You can make more money. Yes, when you become an English teacher and so on and so don't be afraid. I say to them that don't be afraid and don't worry about your focus. just how to say, yes, just be sincerely do my instructions, and yes, inshallah, you will find it. You will be a successful learner, and someday you will be somebody. Yes, yes, yeah. So I just always try to remind their goal, why they have to be here, because we have goals. What are the goals? Is to become somebody someday, to be an English teacher, to be an English lecturer, to be an English instructor, to be translator, where by doing that, by playing the role, they can earn much more money. So they can live happily, they can live, yes, they can fulfill their needs. So that's why, yes, so that's all my teaching strategies in order to improve the students' motivations. So, thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
You know, I heard you were a lecturer, you know. When I was in the college, actually, I had a lot of lecturers too. And they just focused on teaching. They didn't know what we wanted actually at the time. So what I did when I was in the college, I just sit my ass down there. I didn't do nothing. I even didn't ask, you know what I'm saying? Like, the lecturer was just busy to explain what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? So that was so boring thing to be, you know? It's so different if we are a teacher for course. We really pay attention for the student. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need the student quality, all right? But the lecturer, what the lecturer did at the time, this is my opinion, that they just did whatever they wanted to do, you know what I'm saying?
They don't care.
So they didn't care about us at the time. So I said, like, being a lecturer is just like wasting time to learn. I better find some knowledge outside than staying in the damn campuses right there. Thanks. So what do you think about it?
Oh my God.
I would like to say that teachers' skills vary. Okay, actually in teaching, we have teaching skills to master. There are 4 teaching skills that we have to master to teach. First is pedagogical competence. Okay, I say teaching competence. Pedagogical competence, professional competence, personality competence, and social competence. And teachers, you know, teachers' competence vary. Okay, maybe some teachers out there have only professional skills or competence, but they don't have pedagogical competence. In relation to pedagogical competence, we learn learner variables. Do you know learner variables? Learners' differences. We have to be aware that students vary based on their interests, based on their age, based on the proficiency level. Here, we also learn many factors. We also learn some factors that contribute to their language achievement. One of them is affective vital affection, or let's say it relates to their motivations, and we learn what motivation is and how to give a student's motivation and so on. So in this case, I can say that maybe your lecturer still didn't have pedagogical skills or competence. So they don't know, they forget to motivate you. Or let's say they just focus on improving your language skills, but they don't think about how your motivations is and so on. And but I can say that that's amazing, because you can be somebody like you are now, and you know you are amazing. So I think your lecturer successfully teach you, because no, my God, you are amazing. You are better than me. Yes.
All the skills, teaching skills, apply all in the class.
Yes.
We got short time actually there. So I thought, like, if I got a plan to be a lecturer, you know what I'm saying, I gotta do like what my lecturers do at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my lecturers came inside the class and he said, like, everybody gonna be divided in some groups. The first group gonna present today, and let's ask the questions and let's dismiss the class. Oh, that is good. I need to learn more on the night before teaching in the class tomorrow, right? So I just like coming inside and asking, which group today? Or second group, sir? Or just come in front and present what you're gonna do today. And after that, damn, nothing. So this always happens. So what you think about that way?
As what you said just now, it's not as simple as what you just said just now. So,
But that's the reality, ma'am. So.
That's right. But lecturers, teachers vary. You may not judge teachers with the same way. I mean, yes, the teachers have every lecturer teachers have different learning experience, right? Yes, and we have different reference, we have different books, we have different learning experience, what I say. So yeah, so that's why our teaching strategies are different too. So we'll find a lecturer maybe teach only, for example, when they come to the class and they just open the class and then they directly ask us to speak up without giving motivations first, or let's say without doing, let's say, playing games in order to attract our attentions and so on. But actually we all learn how to do that when we let's say when we were learning. Yes, actually what I would like to say is here is that yes, maybe yes, what I'm going to say is that maybe your lecturer haven't learned what I have learned before.
Let me help you.
Yes.
So you get a good intonation and pronunciation accent like that because of your bad lecturer. You did something better than them.
But did you learn a lot by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it means that yes.
You didn't want to be like them, yeah? So you did something better.
It's a motivation.
Yeah, that's also motivation.
Lecturers don't feed the student, alright?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we gotta find it out. We gotta find ourselves, alright?
Sir, okay, teacher has a different educational background. To be honest, I graduated from Tarbiyah faculty, teaching faculty. Yes, so I learned many things about teachings. I learned many things about the theories of teachings. Maybe your lecturer is different from me. She or he didn't learn what I have learned before. Let's say teaching skills, teaching theories, and so on. So yes, we have different strategies in teaching. So that's why. Yes, we have the education. We have different educational backgrounds.
It's not like
Kind of serious lecturer.
Yes. What?
Are you kind of very serious lecturer?
Oh yes, I have to be. I have to be serious when teaching. If not,
tomorrow he will become a volunteer.
inshallah, yes, just invite me. I will be ready.
I'm gonna be against the lecture inside the class. I wanna teach all the students to be very free.
Do you want? Do you want?
I actually.
Are you interested?
But I don't do my master program yet. Someday I'm
Okay, I'm gonna invite you later. Okay, just wait for my invitation. So I'm gonna invite you.
Maybe last edition.
Yes, really.
Yeah,
You will come to my virtual.
That's why I
yes.
didn't agree. I don't agree about. In class more than. In class there are 40 students in class.
Yes.
Yeah. I followed Habibi. Habibi in Santindikia, only 24 students in one class, maximum. 20 until 24. And we are at Rumah Belajar maybe 15, only 15 in one class, one teacher. Yeah, the class must be not crowded. Yeah, that's the key.
We need more girls inside the class.
Include. There is no heaven without women.
Oh yeah.
You teach the easiest to teach.
Huh?
The less students.
Yeah, we need to teach less students.
Yes. For example,
The less is better.
Until 15 students, it's enough at least because we can easily handle them.
Yeah, because we need quality.
In comparison with large class, 40 students and the person, oh my God.
But I think college needs more money too.
Yeah,
Not only
that's the problem.
You're right.
Okay.
Could
be effective.
First before coming to class.
Yeah, maybe you can close, moderator. We never stop talking. We close this.
It's very interesting meeting today because we have a speaker, many speaker about that. I'm speechless. Okay, today we have learned about about how to learn English during the pandemic, and I have a little conclusion about that. I have to have a motivation. It's me, and I have to have goals, and we have to have personality, a good personality, and the last we have to have a knowledge role. Yes.
Knowledge of the world.
Knowledge of the role. Okay.
You
They're
have to love
just-
reading.
Yeah.
You have to love reading.
Love
Love reading.
Our chief said.
and
That's
love
good.
your
That's
children
good suggestion.
if you
My
are
problem
lecturer.
reading.
But you're amazing.
He is not reading the text.
Reading his mind.
Reading mind.
Reading mind.
Reading people's thought.
He's reading the intonation, the pronunciation. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
To be honest, I'm a lecturer of pronunciations too.
That's great.
Keep continue, moderator.
I'm gonna impart this in my class later.
I can close the meeting today. Okay.
Close, please, moderator.
I have not talking much anymore. Say to the next meeting. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Done?
Yeah.
Yeah, done. Bye.
Bye.
English Practice Club.
Learn together. Bye.